Hello students of class 7th, myself Jigna Patel from Saraswat International Academy. Today I am going to teach you Social Science chapter number 1, Two Big States, part 5. Students, in part 1 and part 2 we completed our explanation. In part 3 we have written choose the correct alternative. Fill in the blanks. Write whether the following statements are true or false and match the column. In part 4, we have written answer in one or two sentences. Hope you all might have completed your notes up to the date. So today we are going to write question number 4. Answer the following questions in brief. Question number 1. Why was education imparted free of charge / cost in Nalanda University? Answer. The Emperor Harshvardhan had donated 100 villages for the maintenance of Nalanda Vidyapit. Full stop. He had offered entire necessary support for the administration of Nalanda Vidyapit. Full stop. As Nalanda Vidyapit got full financial support from the Emperor Harshvardhan, education was given free of charge in Nalanda Vidyapit. Full stop. Question number 2. What was the difference in the personalities of the two great kings Pulkeshi II and Harshvardhan? Question mark. Answer. Harshvardhan was better than Pulkeshi II in his state administration, in the public welfare deeds, in the pursuit of religion, in the generosity of donating and in his interest in education and literature. Full stop. Question number 3. Give historical reason Harshvardhan is called a great donor. Answer. Harshvardhan held a huge religious conference in Prayag every 5 years. Full stop. He donated all the wealth from his state treasure that he had collected during 5 years to all the sadhus, saints, Brahmins, learned men, etc. He also gave away his own ornaments in donations. Full stop. For this kind of generosity, we can call him a great donor. Full stop. Question number 4. Study the maps showing the expansion of state of Harshvardhan and Pulkeshi II and note down the names of the chief towns and rivers of their religions. Full stop. Answer. Under the rule of Harshvardhan and Pulkeshi II, chiefly Kanauj, Patliputra, Vallabhi, Chalukya, Kalinga, Pallava, Chola, Yera and Pandyas and many other towns were there. Full stop. There were Karna, Suvarna, Ganga, Jamuna, Shon, Maha, Godavari, Narmada, Krishna and many other rivers. Full stop. Question 5a. Answer the following questions in 7 to 8 sentences. First one. Who was a better king, Harsha or Pulkeshi II? Question mark. Give reasons. Answer. Emperor Harshvardhan was better as a king than Pulkeshi II, because he was valiant, religion loving, knowledge loving and devotee of literature. Full stop. He was a great donor and well cultured. Full stop. He had a number of construction made for people's welfare in his state. Full stop. People were happy and prosperous in his time. Full stop. He had a deep understanding and sense of administration. Full stop. He had appointed different ministers / secretaries to run the administration of his state. Full stop. Paragraph. Pulkeshi II had won many battles and had been famous as a valiant king. Full stop. But he had not carried out any works of state administration or public welfare as Harsha did. Full stop. Question number 2. Why was there war between Harsh and Pulkeshi II? Question mark. Why did they not wage war again? Question mark. Or both Harsha and Pulkeshi were brave, valiant, full stop. Then why did they fight? Question mark. Why did they not fight again? Question mark. Answer. Harsha and Pulkeshi too were undoubtedly valiant, yet they fought because Harsha wanted to extend the boundaries of his empire from North India up to South India. Full stop. On the other hand, Pulkeshi too also wanted to extend the boundaries of his empire to North India. Full stop. Thus, both of them were ambitious to extend their empires. Full stop. The armies of both of them clashed at the Narmada. Full stop. There was a great battle between the two, in which Pulkeshi II defeated Harsha. Full stop. The empire of the Harsha thus ceased at the Narmada. Full stop. Then he put down his thought of fighting again against Pulkeshi II. Full stop. Therefore, no fight took place between the two again. Full stop. Question number 3. What are the differences between present day universities and Nalanda University? Question mark. Answer. The difference between the today's university the present educational institutes close and the Nalanda Vidyapit. Students have to make two columns. That is, first column is today's university the present educational institutes, and the second column will be the Nalanda Vidyapit. First point of today's university. No entrance test is mandatory in the present educational institutes. First point of Nalanda Vidyapit. There was a compulsory entrance test for entrance aspirants in the Vidyapit. Second point of today's university. Lodging and dining is chargeable in the hostels of present educational institutions. Second point of Nalanda Vidyapit. Lodging and dining was free of charge for students in this Vidyapit. Third point of today's university. Fees are charged to study in present educational institutions. Third point of the Nalanda Vidyapit. No fees was charged from the students studying in this Vidyapit. Fourth point of today's university. Mass education is important in present educational institutions. Full stop. So teachers cannot pay enough attention to every student individually. Fourth point of the Nalanda Vidyapit. Teachers paid personal attention to students in this Vidyapit. Now students, give introduction. As a short note also it may come. First one is Harshvardhan. He was a valiant king of Thaneshwar. He raised a wide empire in North India from a small state of Thaneshwar by keeping on a victorious journey for 7 years. Full stop. He possessed deep understanding in the administration of state. Full stop. He had appointed 7 ministers / secretaries for good administration of his state. Full stop. He had split his daily routine into 3 slots for the administration of his state, to carry out deeds of public welfare and religious deeds. Full stop. He was quite just and regular in carrying out his duties. Full stop. He even forgot his meals in doing good deeds. Full stop. He was religion loving, lover of education and devotee of literature. Full stop. He was a great donor. Full stop. He had donated 100 villages for the maintenance of Nalanda Vidyapit and gained Nalanda Vidyapit fame worldwide. Full stop. He had rest houses, stepwells, wells, lakes, hermitages and monasteries here and there constructed. Full stop. In his period, the people of North India were happy, having good conduct and prosperous. Full stop. Harshvardhan can be considered as the last valiant king of North India. Full stop. Second one, Pulkeshi II. He was a valiant king of Chalukya Solanki dynasty. Full stop. He was a very brave warrior. Full stop. He had won many states in South India. Full stop. He had made Vatapi the capital, comma, a very charming town, bracket Nagar, full stop. He had prevented Harshvardhan of North Gujarat by defeating him at Narmada, proceeding to South India. Students, make a paragraph over here now. Pulkeshi too was a lover of art. In his period, comma, the caves of Vatapi and Dharapuri were constructed, full stop. Some worldwide known wall paintings in the Ajanta caves were prepared in his period, full stop. In his period, comma, people were happy and prosperous, full stop. The Chinese traveler Yun Shang admired the wealth of Pulkeshi II very much, full stop. While fighting in the battle against a king of Pallava dynasty of Kanchivaram, comma, he was killed. Pulkeshi II had ruled for 30 years, full stop. Third one, Yun Shang. He was a Chinese traveler, full stop. He had come to India to study Buddha religion in the period of Samrat Harshvardhan and Pulkeshi II, full stop. He had studied Buddha religion staying in Nalanda Vidyapit for 5 years, full stop. He visited different places of India for 15 years, full stop. He attended the 6th Religion Council held by the Emperor Harshvardhan, full stop. Yun Shang has narrated in his diary the conditions of society, comma, politics, comma, religion, comma, economy and education at that time, full stop. We can learn the history of that time from it, full stop. In his diary, comma, he has admired the life of people and the grandeur of the kings Harshvardhan and Pulkeshi II, full stop. He returned to China on the route of Middle Asia in 645 AD, full stop. When he returned to China, comma, he had carried with him some Buddha books, comma, some remnants of Lord Buddha and some idols, bracket statues of Lord Buddha, full stop. So students, here we end with our chapter 1 to big states. Thank you students.